A few months ago, I found these chairs on the curb. They were out for bulk trash, decided to pick them up, see if I could restore them. And I did. After lots of fiddling around, figuring out how they worked and how they were assembled, I disassembled them, sanded, cleaned them up, and made them look as good as I could possibly make them, trying to give them somewhat of a mid-century revival feel. These chairs, they can go for anywhere around $150 and up, and maybe a little bit less if you can find them, depending on the condition. My idea was I'm going to keep these. We'll use these in the house. We always need some extra seating and whatnot, but they need to look right. So, little paint, a little elbow grease, and here we are. Normally when I wrap things up, kind of polish things off and pitch the rag at the lens. But you're probably asking yourself, what about the seats? But as you can tell, these don't quite match. Come back for part 2 when I put on leather upholstered seats. See you then. And that day is today. Went out, got some batting, which consists of 2 1-inch thick cushions or foam. And I don't know what that other stuff is called. It's like a cotton sheet. It's obviously not real cotton, but you'll see how I get them all together here. These just fit. Got kind of lucky there. Went ahead and traced it out, and you'll see I just kind of give it a rough go and try to trim it as straight down, up and down as possible. Ultimately, each edge will kind of curl down and that cotton will kind of pull it down. So much more liberal cut on that. You want to be able to reach down all the way around to the sides and pull it down. Little spray-on adhesive there. Make sure it's nice and firm. And then what I'm doing is I'm basically just trying to evenly pull that cotton sheet down, and it prevents the under cushion from bunching up over time. Anyway, just a nice even pull around it, and then I'm going to trim it up, try to make it nice and tidy, have no excess, so that I'm not having to compete with that later on. And now to the leather, which I sourced from Tandy Leather here in Fort Worth. If you're in the Fort Worth area, you need to check out Tandy Leather. They have yards and yards of leather goods, projects, kits, and classes. They'll teach you how to do leather work. Really cool place. Definitely check it out. I left the big piece kind of thick there. I didn't really know how much material I was going to need. So went through, pulled it down, eventually cut out the excess, and now I'm just going to try to staple it and try to be a little more consistent with those pleats. The material takes up a lot of space. And so I was a little nervous about that, and we'll see where that goes here in just a minute. Working with fabric, leather in particular, it's kind of unforgiving in terms of how much thickness the pleats create. So I had to go back and kind of refine this a little bit. And, as Jimmy DeResta says, you go to school in the first one. So this is pure learning, novice upholstery right here for this furniture maker. Just going in, trying to refine it, and it looks pretty good, or so I thought. So second one, I'm going to go ahead and cut the material first. I know how much I need. I'm going to do a fairly liberal line with some chalk there. Cut around it, make sure it's, and I'm giving myself even another centimeter outside of that line just to make sure I have enough. If I have to cut more, that's fine. I went ahead and did the edges first so that they were consistent stretch, and then went in and added my pleats. Here again, I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. If there's better ways, please add comments in the comments below and let me know. I have yet to find a video that's really good for how to upholster a seat like this. In this exact way. There's lots of leather working stuff. Most of it's, doing coasters or small projects. Anyway, you can see that's not going to work. That's way too thick. Those pleats are taking up way too much material. So I got to do something I was a little scared of, and that's I got to remove some material. I definitely want it to be robust, right? You don't want it to tear out, but I can't have that material in there. So simply remove some material where the pleats existed, pop it in with a hammer, get it a little firmer, and then you can see that's a much flatter profile and much more consistent around it. The back wasn't as bad. Remember when I put these onto the chair, when I connect them to the chair, those connectors are going to suck that seat right down into the chair itself. So you can kind of mitigate that a little bit, but still those front corners were way too much material, and there was no way I was going to be able to compress that much leather.
No words do it justice.
If you haven't been able to tell yet by watching my videos, this channel is really about learning new skills and trying to develop as a furniture maker and doing fine woodwork. And skills like this, I've always wanted to learn to do upholstery. It's right up there with learning to do welding, which I still haven't learned yet. I cited Jimmy DiResta earlier, and he really is kind of my benchmark of where I want to go in terms of skills. He's really a master of many, many things, and the more I can expose myself to it, the better furniture maker I'll be, and the better craftsman I'll be, which I think is what we're all trying to do. And so hopefully my videos can give you a little confidence in showing you that you don't have to be an expert to tackle these projects. You just got to have a little bit of drive and the ability to learn on the fly. And now for the finishing touches. These cuffs came from the original chairs. I put them over a wire brush, sanded them down, got them nice and cleaned up, and then did a little old copper Rust-Oleum paint on there. And then these feet off of Amazon, they're just ceramic feet that easily tap right into the original holes from the original feet, which were too far gone to restore. And then a quick pin. I probably wouldn't recommend you do this. Maybe use a finish nail and a hammer, but worked for me. And those things are on there solid. They're not going anywhere. You are my living, breathing love. So there you have it. First time upholstery with leather. Probably not the easiest way to start into that sort of trade, but I think I did pretty good. I'm sure it could be better, just like anything else. But as a whole, these look great, and they're super comfortable. They're going to fit right in, and they make good sense for us. Hope you learned something today. Enjoy. We'll talk to you later. Bye.